Hello everyone. In this session we'll see deletion of an element from an array. That means we are deleting some element which is present in a given array. Okay. So in this class is deletion, and here we have some of the data members and member function. So here we have m of 100. That means size of an array is up to 100. That means we can give up to 100 element into an array, and n is a number of element that needs to be specified, and element is nothing but element which is to be deleted, and we need to specify the position that from which position the element needs to be deleted. Okay, so here we have three member function: get data, remove and display. You cannot take delete as a member function because delete is a keyword, so that take remove as a member function here. And when you want to define the member function outside the class, at that time we need to specify the return type, then class name. Here double colon is nothing but scope resolution operator, and get data is a function. So here we need to specify the value of n. For example, I am taking value of n as a 5. That means up to 5 elements it can take the elements. Okay, so enter the elements. So it has for loop for I equals to 0. So initially I value will be 0. Again it will going to check whether 0 is less than 5, that is n value. Okay, so 0 is less than 5. At that time it becomes true, then it will going to take the first element. Okay, so for example, so consider this as a array. So in this we have 5 elements: 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So their position are m of 0, m of 1, m of 2, m of 3 and m of 1, m of 4. So position is always less than one element of the n, because here n value is 5 and the position will be up to 4 because it index starts from 0. Okay, so it will going to check whether 0 is less than 5. So this becomes true. At that time m of 0 is nothing but first element will be inserted into an array. Okay, so again I will be incremented to 1. It will going to check whether 1 is less than 5. So this become true. At that time m of 1, that means 20 will be inserted into an array. Okay, so this is how insertion will be takes place into an number of elements. So elements na ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ up to 5 less than 5. So when it reaches 5 less than 5, at that time condition becomes false. 5 is not less than 5, it is equal to 5, so that at that time it will comes out of the loop. I will not going to be incremented. Okay, so and we need to specify the position from which position you want to delete the element. For example, in this case I want to delete 40. So 40 is the element and the position is what? 3. So I want to delete the position 3 and the element is 40. Okay, so this is regarding get data. So now we'll see the another member function that is main part of this program, that is remove. So void deletion is a class name, here is a scope resolution operator, and remove is a member function. So in order to delete any element, the position value should not be greater than n minus 1. Okay, so here position is nothing but for each in which position you want to delete the element. So in this case I have taken position as 3, so that I am going to do here like if 3 is greater than n minus 1. So what was the n value? 5. 5 minus 1 is nothing but 4. So it's going to check whether 3 is greater than 4, but this is false. Okay, so condition does not satisfy, then it will not going to display this value. That means it's an invalid position. When the position value is greater than n minus 1, at that time it going to display like it is an invalid position, because we need to specify the position only within the range. So if it exceeds the n minus 1 value, that means if it exceeds the range value, at that time it will going to display as an invalid position. So when we are using exit of 0 function in our program, at that time we need to include the header files called as include stdlib.h. okay, that is standard library as include stdlib.h. So that is the header files that needs to be included while we are using exit of 0. So exit of 0 is nothing but so when this condition becomes true, at that time it will comes out of the screen. Okay, it will comes out of the output screen, so that exit of 0. If you want to see that output again, at that time you just click on Alt plus F5. Okay, so that will take you back again to the output screen. So when we are using exit of 0, at that time don't forget to include #include stdlib.h. Okay, so but in this case this is not true, so this is that means it's not an invalid position. The position which I have given, that is a valid one, so that it will not going to display these elements, that means these statements. Okay, so it will come here, element equals m of p. So m of p is nothing but what? M of 3. So what is the element? What's there in m of 3? So you can see here, m of 3 is nothing but 40. So the element value is 40, and it will come here, I equals p plus 1. What is the p value? That is position, that is 3 plus 1. That means I value becomes 4. Okay, so it will going to check whether 4 is less than n. What is the n value? 5. Is 4 is less than 5? True, 4 is always less than 5. So at that time it will come to this point, m of I minus 1. What is the I value here? 4. 4 minus 1 is nothing but what? M of 3. So m of I, so I value is 4. M of 4 is nothing but what? M of 4. So m of 3 equals, what's there in m of 4? You can see here, m of 4 is nothing but element is 50. So that 50 will be moved to m of 3, n minus minus. That means this m of 3 will be deleted, and that m of, what's there in m of 4, that will be moved to m of 3. So okay, what's there in m of 4, that is 50, that will be moved to m of 3. What's there in m of 3, that will comes out of the loop, and that means that will be deleted. Okay, so n minus minus, element is successfully removed. What is the element value? That is 40. So 40 is removed successfully. Okay, then again it will come here, and I plus plus, that means I becomes 4. So initially I was 4, then I plus plus in the sense I becomes 5. We'll see now. I equals to 5. At that time it will going to check. So p plus 1, position was 3 plus 1, that means 5. So 5 less than 5. 5 is not less than 5. So this condition becomes false. Then it will not going to perform any one of these operation. Then it will comes out of the loop, n will be decremented to 1. So initially we had m of 4. So at this time 40 will be deleted from the list. So we are going to get only 1, 2, 3, 4 elements. Okay. So 40 will be moved to m of 3. So initially we had m of 3 in 40 was there in m of 3, and at this time, so we are going to move the value of m of 4 to m of 3. That means the value which is resides in m of 3, that got deleted from that position. So finally we are going to get 10, 20, 30 and 50, because m of 4, the value of m of 4 is 50, that will be moved to m of 3. So what's there in m of 3, that will be deleted from that position. Okay, so insertional enate n plus plus, that means if we are adding any element, then n will be incremented by 1, but while working with deletion, at that time n will be decremented by 1. That means we are going to delete one element, so that n value become n minus minus here. Okay, so this is how deletion takes place. Initially it has 5 elements, 10, 20, 30, 40. So I deleted this 40, that is the position of 3. At that time whatever the data is there in m of 4, that will move to m of 3. Okay, so what's there in m of 3, that will be popped out, that means deletion takes place. So finally we are going to get 10, 20, 30, 50. So deleted element is 40. Okay, so now we'll see the execution. So in this we'll see a C++ program to delete an element from the array from a given position. Okay, so here we have four header files: #include iostream.h and #include conio.h, #include iomanip.h and #include stdlib.h, that is standard library. When you are using exit of 0 in your program, at the time you need to include standard library. Okay, then, so iostream.h is nothing but input output stream. In order to take C in, C out in our program, we need to go with iostream.h. So conio.h is nothing but console input output. So when we are using this header file, at that time we can include getch and clear screen function in our program. Okay. So iomanip, that is input output manipulation purpose. So when we are using setw of some parameters, at that time we need to take this header file. Okay, so here we have a class name deletion, and here we have some of the data members and member function. So in m of 0, that means array of elements, and n is a number of element that needs to be taken here, and ele, that is element to be deleted from the list, and p is a position that needs to be specified. Okay, so here we have declared three member function called getData, remove and display. You cannot take delete as a member function because delete is a keyword, so that you cannot take delete as a member function. So that instead of the delete I have taken remove as a member function here. Then display, so this ends the closing, that means this ends the scope of a class. Okay, so when you want to define the member function outside the class, at that time you need to use this syntax. First we need to specify the return type. Here void is the return type, and class name, that is deletion. Scope resolution operators are used to define the member function outside the class. So getData is a member function which is defining outside the class. Okay, then we need to specify how many elements. For example, we need to specify the n value, so that C in n, C out, enter the elements. We need to enter the elements. For example, if n value is 5, then I need to enter 5 elements. Okay, then enter the position 0 to n minus 1. If the n value is 5, that means the position must be within 4, because 5 minus 1 is 4. So that 0 to 4, because index starts from 0 up to 4 when the n value is 5. Okay, and that means we are going to take the position with the help of this variable called p. Okay, so we have a remove function here. So void deletion, scope resolution operator and remove. So this is actual execution part. So first we are going to check whether the p value, that means position, is greater than n minus 1. That means if the position is greater than the range, for example if the n value is 5, then up to 4 elements, that means up to 4 position we can we are eligible to give the position. So if that exceeds more than 4, at that time what it will going to display, so it going to display it is an invalid position, because this is out of the range that needs to be deleted. So that at the time it will going to display like it's an invalid position. Okay, then exit of 0, that means it comes out of the output screen. When you want to see that screen again, then just click on or just press alt F5 together. Okay, then so if it is not, then what it will going to do, element equals m of p. So here m of p is nothing but position, which position you want to delete the element, in which position element needs to be deleted, that needs to be specified here. And we have a for loop. So at this for loop it going to use I equals p plus 1, that means position plus 1. Then it will compare the I value with this p plus 1, that means if the position is 3, then 3 plus 1, at that time I becomes 4. Then it will going to check whether 4 is less than n is 5, 4 is less than 5, that is true. At that time it will going to do this one, that means m of I minus 1, I is 4 here, so 4 minus 1 is nothing but 3 equals m of I. So what's there in I? 4. Okay, so then n minus minus, what it going to do, it will delete the element in a specified position what's there in m of I, that will be moved to m of I minus 1. For example, if I have deleted third element, that means fourth position element, so that fourth position element will be moved to third position. Okay. So for example, I will let you know. That means you will get to know at the time of execution. We'll see now. So at that time, one element will be deleted from the list so that n value become n minus minus. That means n minus 1. So it will going to display like element is successfully removed. Okay. After that, we have display member function. It will going to display the it will going to display the array list after deletion. Okay. So in I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So you cannot take single m of I because we need to specify more than one value. So that I for loop needs to be taken here. Set of w. We are setting a weight between the elements. Okay. Then main function. So deletion is a class name. I am creating a object called D. Okay. So clear screen in order to clear the previous result, and D dot get data. By making use of this dot operator, I am calling a get data function. At that time, control will be moved to get data. So once it got executed, then the control again will be moved to this place. D dot remove. At that time, deletion will be takes place, and the D dot display. After the deletion, the array elements will be displayed here. Get ch in order to get the output screen, and this ends the closing of main function. Okay. So we'll execute alt F9. So I'm end up with 0 errors and 0 warnings. So control F9 in order to run the program. Okay. So it is asking how many elements. I'm going to give that as 5 so that I can enter 5 elements 20, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay. So here 10 in the M of 0 position, 20 is in M of 1, 30 is M of 2 and 40 is M of 3 and 50 will be in M of 4. Okay. So position always is equal to n minus 1. Here n is the 5 and the position is up to 4. Okay. Enter the position 0 to 4. So as I told you, position is equal to n minus 1. So n value was 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. Up to 4 position we need to specify the position. I am going to enter this as 2. Okay. So what is the elements, which element is there in 2? So in M of 0 we have 10, M of 1 is 20 and in M of 2 that is 30. So that 30 needs to be deleted from this list. We'll see. So 30 is successfully removed. So after that it will displaying like the array after deletion is. So I have deleted 30, that was the position of 2. Okay. So we are going to get 10, 20, 40 and 50. Okay. That 50 is in the position of M of 4. That will be moved to M of 3 and previously 40 was there in M of 3. That will be moved to M of 2. Okay. So after deletion we are going to get the elements like 10, 20, 40 and 50. So that here second position was deleted, that was 30. So that we are going to get like 10 will be in M of 0, 10, 20 will be in M of 1 and 40 will be in M of 2 and 50 will be in M of 3. Okay. So n minus minus, that means n value becomes what? 4, because initially we had 5. So once we got deleted that element, after that n value become minus 1. So we are going to get only 4 elements here. So then what will be the position? N minus 1. So that M of 3. Okay. So this is how deletion takes place. So we'll see another output. What if position exceeds the n value? Okay. So here I am going to take 4 elements. You can give any number of value. So here I have 22, 34, 12 and 28, M of 0, M of 1, M of 2 and M of 3. So I need to specify the position up to 3, but I am going to take that position as 6. So what I told, if the position is exceeds the n minus 1, that means if the n value is 4 here, so 4 minus 1, 3. So when 6 is greater than 3, at that time it will goes out of the output screen. We'll see now, right? So at that time what I told, you need to press alt F5 together. Okay. Then it will going to display like 6 is an invalid position because it exceeds the range, so that we cannot delete the position because that position does not exist in the list. Okay, so this is how deletion takes place, and here is a program. Thank you.